Have you ever wondered how far someone would go to help a stranger? What if that stranger was someone you saw every day but never truly knew? What if their pain was hidden behind a smile, and their struggle was something you could never imagine? Today's story is about kindness, courage, and the power of stepping into someone else's shoes. It's about an undercover owner who changed one employee's life forever. But before we begin, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. It's always amazing to see how far our stories reach across the globe. Now, let's dive in and see how this heartwarming tale unfolds. In a small town surrounded by rolling hills and quiet streets, there was a cozy little diner called Sunny Side Up. It wasn't fancy, but it was the kind of place where everyone felt at home. The smell of fresh coffee and warm pancakes filled the air, and the sound of laughter and clinking dishes made it feel alive. The diner was run by a man named Owen, a kind-hearted and hard-working owner who loved his job. But Owen had a secret. He didn't just own the diner, he also worked there undercover as a regular employee. He believed that to truly understand his business, he needed to be part of the team, not just the boss. One of the employees at Sunny Side Up was a young woman named Marissa. She was in her late 20s, with a warm smile and a heart full of dreams. But behind that smile was a struggle no one could see. Marissa was a single mother to a sweet little boy named Noah, who was just 6 years old. She worked long hours at the diner, often coming in early and staying late, just to make ends meet. But life wasn't easy for Marissa. She was fighting a custody battle with her ex-husband, a man named Derek, who had suddenly reappeared after years of being absent from Noah's life. Derek was wealthy and had a team of lawyers on his side. He claimed he wanted to be a better father, but Marissa knew the truth. He didn't care about Noah, he just wanted to hurt her. The thought of losing her son was unbearable, and the stress of the legal battle was taking its toll. Marissa tried to stay strong, but some days, it felt like the weight of the world was crushing her. Owen noticed the change in Marissa. She was quieter than usual, and her smile didn't reach her eyes anymore. One day during a break, he sat down next to her and asked, "Marissa, is everything okay? You seem different lately." Marissa hesitated. She didn't like to talk about her problems, but something about Owen's kind eyes made her open up. She told him about the custody battle, about Derek, and about her fear of losing Noah. Owen listened quietly, his heart breaking for her. He knew he had to do something. That night, Owen made a decision. He would help Marissa, but not as the owner of the diner. He would help her as Owen, her co-worker and friend. He started by researching custody laws and talking to a few lawyers he knew. He learned that Marissa's case was weak because she didn't have the resources to fight back. Derek's lawyers were using every trick in the book to make her look like an unfit mother. Owen knew that if Marissa had a good lawyer and some financial support, she could win the case. But how could he help without revealing his true identity? The next day, Owen came up with a plan. He told Marissa that he had a friend who was a lawyer and would be willing to take her case for free. Marissa was hesitant at first. She didn't want to accept charity, but Owen insisted. "Sometimes people need help, Marissa," he said, "and there's no shame in accepting it." Reluctantly, Marissa agreed. She met with the lawyer, a kind woman named Evelyn, who immediately took on the case. Evelyn was confident they could win, but she warned Marissa that it wouldn't be easy. As the weeks went by, Owen continued to support Marissa in small but meaningful ways. He covered her shifts when she needed to meet with Evelyn or attend court hearings. He even started a secret fund to help with her legal expenses, telling her it was a bonus from the diner. Marissa was grateful, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Why was Owen being so kind? What was his real motive? She didn't want to believe it, but a small part of her wondered if he had ulterior motives. One evening, after a long day at work, Marissa confronted Owen. "Why are you doing all this for me?" she asked, her voice trembling. "You don't even know me that well. Why are you going out of your way to help me?" Owen looked at her, his heart pounding. He knew he couldn't keep his secret much longer. "Marissa," he said softly, "I'm helping you because I care. Because I've been where you are, and I know how hard it is to fight alone." Marissa stared at him, confused. "What do you mean?" she asked. Owen took a deep breath and told her the truth. He explained that he wasn't just a co-worker, he was the owner of the diner. He had been working undercover to stay connected to his employees and understand their struggles. When he heard about Marissa's situation, he knew he had to help. "I didn't tell you sooner because I didn't want you to feel like you owed me anything," he said. "I just wanted to help because it was the right thing to do." Marissa was speechless. She didn't know whether to be angry or grateful. But as she looked into Owen's eyes, she saw the sincerity in his words. He wasn't trying to control her or make her feel indebted. He was just being kind. Tears filled her eyes as she whispered, "Thank you." Owen smiled gently. "You don't have to thank me," he said. "Just promise me you'll keep fighting for Noah." With Owen's support and Evelyn's expertise, Marissa's case began to turn around. Evelyn presented evidence of Derek's past neglect and proved that Marissa was a loving and capable mother. The judge ruled in Marissa's favor, granting her full custody of Noah. When the verdict was announced, Marissa broke down in tears. It was over. She had won. That evening, Marissa and Noah went to the diner to thank Owen. Noah, who had always liked Owen, ran up to him and hugged him tightly. "Thank you for helping my mom," he said, his voice filled with innocence and gratitude. Owen knelt down and smiled at him. "You're welcome, buddy," he said. "Your mom is one of the strongest people I know." Marissa looked at Owen, her heart overflowing with gratitude. "I don't know how to thank you," she said. "You've changed our lives." Owen shook his head. "You don't have to thank me," he said. "Just keep being the amazing mom you are. That's all the thanks I need." As Marissa and Noah left the diner that night, hand in hand, Owen felt a sense of peace. He had made a difference in their lives, and that was worth more than anything. The story of Owen and Marissa reminds us that kindness can change lives. Sometimes all it takes is one person to step up and make a difference. So, the next time you see someone struggling, don't be afraid to reach out. You never know how much your kindness might mean to them. And remember, no matter how hard life gets, there's always hope. Always. Moral of the story: true kindness doesn't seek recognition or reward. It comes from the heart, and it has the power to change lives in ways we can't even imagine. Be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people. That's the story, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure sharing it with you all. Don't forget to comment below and let me know where you're watching from. It's always fun to see the global reach of these stories. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories, tips, and tricks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you'd like to show some extra love, tap the 3 dots near the share button and send a super thanks.